everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, we got a very great guest, and he's an actor, writer, director, and producer. His name is Lucas Roelen. If I said your last name wrong, I apologize. I'll have you say when you come on the show. And he is my guest today. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host of Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room. And my interview with Lucas will be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Room, and welcome to my nightmare. Okay, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time out of your night and being a guest on the show tonight, buddy.
Of course, man. I'm excited to do this. Excited to meet you. Talk.
Same. Well, I was saying earlier, like you got Jaws up your picture frame.
Dude, this movie, top movie.
I love that movie.
I'm a huge Spielberg guy. I mean, how can you not? And I have that, and then behind me, behind the computer rather, is my favorite comedy movie, Caddyshack. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yes.
Dude, Caddyshack is my favorite comedy of all time. Legends in that movie. Legends.
Oh my God, it's so awesome. Nice.
Dude, I know. Yeah. I have a lot of movie posters in my room all over it. So
I know. That looks really cool. I like that a lot.
Thanks. This is like my default Zoom part of my room because I have my posters up and the TV. I look busy. This is my busy part of the room. It looks like I'm doing something when I'm in this corner. Everything else is pretty boring. But yeah, thanks for helping.
There you go. That works.
Yeah.
Now, when you watch Jaws, were you ever scared to go into the water after you saw Jaws?
You know, I've always been scared of the water. So when I watched Jaws, it was pretty much game over. Like I was like, and I live in San Diego, so I'm like right by the beach. And it's like, it took me a solid 2 years to build the confidence up to my dad going, there's not 100-foot shark waiting to kill you. and my dad was like, if he does kill you, that was meant to be. So just go out there. Oh my
God,
fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I can't. All my friends are going in the water. I figure Jaws will eat them first if they're gonna be out there. So.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Your dad's like, if you get eaten, you get eaten. It's meant to be.
It was meant to be. My dad's like, if my son dies by a shark attack, that's a good way for him to go. Like, it's kind of divine at that point.
There you go. Okay. Well, hey, you could be featured on a Shark Week then, right?
Dude, it's so funny because one of the shows that I did a pilot for was called Something Bit Me, and it's about animals biting people and like ER attacks. And I just did this. I filmed this last summer for Nat Geo, and it was funny because it was Jaws is my favorite movie of all time, one of my favorites, and I did a show pilot about animals eating people or biting them. So it's full circle, dude. It's full circle.
I know. It really is. It's definitely.
Yeah. So this, how long have you been doing the show for? Because you have so many posts. It's
like the video show. Like I've been doing this since COVID hit. So about like 3 years now. Yeah, I've been doing the show for.
Crazy. It's been 3 years now almost. But yeah, that's wild.
Because that's when I actually start, because me and my buddy run an actual like horror site, and it's a site that deals with horror, metal, and wrestling, because all three of them go like hand in hand.
They kind of do. That's kind of a cool niche though. Really cool. I can't do horror movies. I can't. People love it like you. I can't do it. I get scared. That's why, like, if I audition for horror stuff, I'm scared shitless of the script. Oh, can I swear in here?
Yeah, that's
okay, cool. I get scared of the script, and I have to okay, Lucas, it's a movie. Mm-hmm. You are acting in this. It's not gonna bite you. Like,
right?
Yeah, but dude, my favorite horror movie of all time is that. It's what's it called again? I'm blanking on it. It's a deaf woman in a house and Hush. That's what it's called.
Oh, Hush.
That's kind of a thriller, but that's my favorite one.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. That movie's fire. That's a great movie.
Yeah. That's it. That movie's good. It is.
It gets you going. I like the horror movies that kind of leads you on. Like straight devil stuff. Can't do it. I can't. Won't sleep. 3 days. So.
So you can't see like the Exorcist or nothing like that,
Oh
right?
no, dude, The Exorcist. Oh no, couldn't do it, dude. That was bad. I did it. I watched it with an ex-girlfriend, and
Yeah.
I did not sleep that night. Sleepless night.
Okay.
But hey, people love horror, and I'm fully willing to act, and I can't watch it though. I can't even watch.
Okay.
If I ever do a horror movie, I won't be able to watch it. So,
Well, could you watch like the funny ones, like
oh yeah,
Chucky and all them?
okay, those ones are exceptions. Yeah, I can survive on those. I'm not that bad.
Okay. Okay. And you know, Freddy isn't really like that scary either because Freddy Krueger makes jokes when he's killing you.
Okay, yeah, Freddy. Okay, I haven't actually watched Freddy Krueger. I know it's a classic. I'm gonna get a lot of heat for that, but I'll watch it. I will.
Okay. Yeah, it's not the first Freddy is really scary because he didn't joke in that movie like he's like serious and scary and the
Yeah.
movie is like a real horror movie,
Okay.
but then like the second one on up like he becomes more funny and he
Okay.
starts making jokes and stuff and like
Okay.
he cuts a guy's ear off and he has his ear and he's like nice hearing from you. He's like
All right. And so they kind of work their way up towards.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. I'm excited. All right. I'll check it out. Halloween's
Okay.
coming up in a couple months, so
Right,
you
right,
must love
exactly.
Halloween then. You must love
Hall-
Halloween.
Halloween is the best. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've liked it as I've gotten older because there's Halloween parties, so that's like my thing. When I was a kid, it was just an excuse.
Nice.
It was just an excuse for my mom to take like dress me up and put me on Facebook. That was what it used to be. Now I can enjoy a little bit more being older. So
Okay. So
yeah,
so you're like a big fan of going to Halloween parties?
I love good dress up. You know, I love the. You
Yeah.
know what? The one thing I'm hoping this year is that I see some more diversity because it's a lot of angels and devils every year. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
hoping I'm going for gag. Like last year, I was James Bond, which one of my favorite characters in the movie,
Hmm.
classic. And
Hmm.
this year, I don't know. I don't think of it until the week of. So we work our way up to it.
Yeah, true. And you know, every Halloween you'll always see the classic Halloween movie, like the
Yeah,
people dressed up as Michael Myers.
yeah. I like those. Those are cool. Those are
Yeah.
cool. Those are
Oh,
cool.
definitely.
Yeah, just the whole vibe. Halloween's a cool vibe. It's a good time of the year.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
Especially probably in Philly, it's probably cooler than like San Diego because we don't have seasons. We have fall and summer. That's like the two seasons we have.
Oh,
That's it. Philly, you probably get to see more of a year, snow and then
true.
leaves, and then
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
probably more of a Halloween feeling than here. It's like 80 degrees out, and you know, so it's not the best thing in the world, but still fun.
Hey, as long as you have fun and you have some good Halloween parties, do you ever go to like haunts too, like the
Yeah.
haunted houses and the hay
Oh,
rides and all that?
I hate them, but my friends drag me to them, dude. And I went to Not Scary Farm at Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, I heard of
That
that. I heard of that.
that's
Yes.
so I went there a couple years ago. Oh, dude, it was terrifying. Like it was.
Really?
They run at you in line. They have no like spatial awareness. They'll get up in your face,
Oh.
which people love it. But for me, like I'm a little bitch, and that sets me off. But yeah, man, it's a great time of the year. I love it. It's a good time. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
man. So what do
That,
you want to know? I'm all
okay.
open book.
So,
Yeah.
like, the first thing I'm going to start out by asking you is like, I see you started out with doing like the plays and acting. So, like,
Yeah.
what drew you to want to do all that? You know, get involved with acting and doing plays and theater and all that.
Definitely. So I've started acting like in plays when I was 7 years old, 6 years old. I was really young. I've always been an outgoing kid, my whole life. So it was kind of like the next thing to do. Like, oh, soccer, this. But I didn't really care about sports growing up. My parents were like, well, he's super outgoing. He just talk to random people all the time. So let's put him in plays. And thankfully, I went to an elementary school and middle school that had a really good performance arts program, like really good.
Okay.
Like we had
Okay.
great production. So I had a great A-class, just drama director. She was on Broadway. So she really brought the energy and made me fall in love with acting and taught me so many great things. Like, I like to say I had a Strasberg acting class at like 7 till 15. Like, it was like, that's how it was. And I kind of took a break from acting, honestly. I always did plays and I loved movies my entire life. But then I wanted to go to the NBA and I started playing
Oh,
basketball.
really?
So I played basketball for like 7 years competitively. Thought I was going to be 6'6", going to be the shooter for the Lakers, shooting guard. I didn't hit 6 foot. I'm only 5'10", and I hated the sport. So I left it, and I'm like, okay, I want to go all the way at acting. I want to go at this, and that was at like I just turned 16, just turned 16.
Okay.
So and now I'm 20. So past 4 years have been just like a slow climb up, building credits, producing now, and yeah, it's been great. But that's my summary.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I was gonna ask that too. Because I saw you don't only act, but you do producing. You write scripts and
Yeah.
you direct too, right?
No, so I've plans to direct in
Okay.
the future, but right now it's been because what happened basically this was I wanted to be an actor, didn't really know how the industry works, and I'm still learning, but I have a way better grasp on how it works now. Um, and I got an agent. I went to New York Fashion Week. That's a whole story in and of itself. And I got an agent pretty quickly after that. And
Okay.
the phone wasn't really ringing. Also, it didn't help that I got an agent, and 4 months later, COVID hit. So it like everything got messed up. And the phone wasn't ringing, and I was like, I want to act, but like no one's casting, no one's doing any of this unless you're an A-list. So I'm gonna go make my own shit. Like I'm gonna go, and so because of that, I started writing scripts and then calling up people that I knew were filmmakers and kind of putting people together.
Yeah.
And I realized, dude, like I'm equally as like this is way more fun. I have more control, and like I can still act in it. Like it was awesome. So yeah, dude, those worlds I love. Everything about that.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you like more? Like, do you like being in front of the camera or behind it doing producing and stuff?
Honestly, right now at 20 years old, I'm trying to blow both those things up at once. So
Okay.
basically, because
Okay.
usually you have to kind of make a decision. Like you either in this industry, it's very tough to like be both a producer and an actor. I feel like unless you're like Ben Affleck or Matt Damon or like but they're known actors and then they become a producer. Like I'm trying to kind of build them at once, kind of thing. Um, I like both equally. I love writing scripts. I love getting people involved. I love pitching it. I even love trying to find financing for projects. And I love acting. I love the holistic approach to filmmaking. Because I think acting's awesome, but it's kind of one little like peg in the whole machine. It's an important peg, but it's one peg. And I kind of like the whole process. I just love filmmaking in general, the process of filmmaking. So because I have a business mind and a creative mind, and I like to merge those two.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And like when you're writing scripts, like either for films or short films or TV,
Yeah.
like how do you set yourself in a mind frame to actually like write a script? Are there different things you do to get yourself ready?
Dude, it's such a good question. Like it's funny you say this because right now I've been pushing off a script, like multiple that I've had completely drafted out in treatment, and all I got to do is start writing dialogue. The movie's planned out, and
Yeah.
how I do it, it's very simple. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, Lucas, wake up. We're gonna do this today. You're gonna write these 10 pages today. But my process is I always plan the movie out or film out before I write. So like some writers will just okay, it's about they fall in love on this island. I'm just gonna start writing it. For me, I like will not write the movie until I know I can finish the movie
Yeah.
or the film or whatever. And I'm still, I mean, I'm 20. I've just started writing feature scripts and getting into that. But I mean, dude, you're so right. You have to put yourself in the right frame of mind. And I just tell myself I have to do it. Like everyone hates writing. I wish there was a machine where you could just make the script. Like, oh, here it is. Boom. All the
Right,
dialogue's there.
exactly.
But
Just
part of
put
the
your
fun is,
idea in it.
yeah, part of the fun is the process, my man. Like it's getting into it, seeing the
Mhm.
characters, and seeing where it goes from there. And that's really where the love is the process.
Sweet.
Yeah,
And speaking of horror, like I saw you actually were in a horror short,
I was. Yeah.
Nightmare at the Beach, right? Wasn't
Yeah,
that
okay,
movie?
I was in that. That was one of the first things I did, and then there's an uncredited short film that I did. It's on my IMDb. That was the first film I ever did in because I started acting like in credits, like films in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a student film called The Crew, which was so low budget, it was like negative budget. Okay, as student films are, this is bad, and it was like a Killers in the House, and I did that, but that Nightmare on the Beach was one of the most exhausting shoots I've ever done.
Really?
Okay, I went from being an extra to being a featured person in it, and
Yeah.
I was on like okay, it was filming in Marina Del Rey in LA,
Okay.
and I'm on the beach for 10 hours, dude, in like August. And I got the worst sunburn. I remember we shot, and then the director, who like doesn't know me, I'm walking off set, and he's like, "Dude, you should have had some sunscreen on." I go, "Thanks, dog. Like that means a lot because now I'm burnt." So like if you see like the clips from throughout the day in it, like I'm
Oh,
like getting progressively burned. But thankfully, I'm only in it for like
God.
15 seconds, so like it's not too noticeable.
Well, you know, he should have had the sunscreen on set and been like, okay, you're gonna be out in the
Yeah.
sun for 10
The
hours. So
funniest part
gonna...
was there was sunscreen on set. My ass just didn't see the sunscreen. Like they had it. I was so in the wrong. It's no one's fault except mine. That's the worst part. So I'm under the bus for looking like Larry the Lobster
Oh
coming
my
off the
God.
set. Yeah. Dude, yeah, that was fun though. That was cool. But the thing with horror is it's such a good entry point for filming, from filmmakers
Yeah.
and acting. A lot of people start art is in horror
Oh
because
yeah, definitely.
the concepts can be shot really low budget and they can be made really well. For $100,000 you can make a horror short or a horror feature, and you can make a really good product that people are going to like. So I'm trying to get more into it because I know there's a good market there. So
Well, like
yeah.
the first Elm Street film, you know, Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger, like that was actually a low budget film. Like it was made for very little money, and that was Johnny Depp's like first role.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. And he killed it. And
Yeah,
it became Johnny Depp after that.
yeah.
That's a classic. That's a good movie, dude. That's a
Oh
good
yeah,
movie. Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
I feel like there's like a hall of fame of horror movies that you have to watch in order to be a horror fan.
Yeah,
And I feel like it's like Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, Scream,
Oh yeah,
like
of course.
like
Halloween.
Halloween, like you gotta watch those,
Yeah,
Texas Chainsaw,
yeah, exactly.
those are the go-tos. But yeah, man, it's always a good start when you're acting is to do horror in the beginning. It's kind of the good
Yeah,
entry.
and,
Yeah,
and plus it's so much fun too. It's a lot of
dude,
fun.
it's definitely more fun than it is on set than it is watching it because everyone's dying, getting gored up, arms are falling off. But it's probably a great time. But I do audition a lot. I'm going out callbacks all the time for horror feature films.
Nice.
And I'm always the damn kid that gets possessed. I don't know what it is. I think it might be the innocent look or something. I don't know what, but
It probably is. Yeah.
like, oh, this kid, he looks like a dick. He's gonna get possessed.
um, how did how did you wind up getting the lead role as Harry for the show? Getting Harry.
So I wrote Harry. That's how I did it.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. So I
you,
wrote
you wrote the series.
Yeah. So I did a couple short
That's
films.
oh my God.
Yeah. So when I basically that was during COVID, and I told you I wanted to write my own stuff. So I did a lot of other short films before that, and then that was one of the things, was a mini series called Getting Harry, and we made 2 episodes of that, and I rewrote it. I watched the movie called The Jersey Boys, which is about Frankie Valli and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just was in love with the 60s for like 4 months. And I was like, I want to write a short film that takes place in the 60s. It kind of talks about young love, but you also kind of bring in funny dynamics, the comedy, I guess, adventure. And we just did it. It was something fun, and it was a character that I want to play, that I knew my agent could send me out for. So I was like, let's write it and do it. And I had a lot of fun with it, and it was a good character. And I'm looking to basically adapt that story too, as well, to probably a feature. So yeah, but that's future plans.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And you write and star in when the bell rings. Like, how did you come
That
up
was a
with
fun
your
project to make.
storyline for that?
That was a fun project to make. And you can watch it on YouTube, it's still available. But it was a great project to make. It was with the same director that made With Getting Harry. It was basically, I'm from Carlsbad, San Diego. Okay, it's North County, San Diego, super big skate and surf population. And we were like, let's make a show or movie basically about like good-looking dudes who surf and skate, and like what the girls want to hang out with them, but about high schoolers now, because right now you look at television and film, with the exception of Euphoria, and that's why it's so successful, is because they like properly reflect how teens are now. So it was hitting off like, there's no longer the jock with the leather jacket catching a football and the nerd with the glasses. Like, those don't exist anymore. Kind of in different ways. But we were like, let's like bring these stereotypes in now. So we have like, knocked over my book. Let's bring in like, the indie skate kids, and then the girls who want to hang out with them, and we have vaping in it with vape pens, like which with all the kids are doing now. You're not seeing that on screen. So that whole concept of that was that's what we wanted to do.
I like that because yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Mostly every film, when they show teenagers in high school, it's the same story, the same thing, like over and over again. It's the jock, it's the nerd, it's the cheerleader, it's the slut, it's the virgin.
It's the same things. You know what? They're great, but I'm sure do you know who John Hughes is? He wrote like 16 Candles and Breakfast Club. I mean, I can go on. He was really influential in the 80s, and he kind of created those stereotypes in film. And the problem is, all the screenwriters and directors now grew up with him, so they write movies thinking that's how it is then, like now. But there's a whole new generation, and I feel like it's our responsibility to write those new characters in, new stereotypes in, new people of different ethnic backgrounds, and like kind of bringing in the new kind of what things are now. While keeping comedy, while keeping all the good stuff. I mean, so, but that was the big thing. And we wrote it because we wanted to go at all the kids that made fun of us in high school. So it was a little bit of a revenge, right? Like, oh, these are the dudes, because I wasn't that group in high school. I wasn't the let's go skate and like vape and like let's go to these parties. Like, dude, I wasn't getting invited to jack. Like, there was nothing happening. So it was those kids that were doing it. So I wanted to write a movie about them and kind of make fun of them.
Gotcha. Okay, all right, that's smart. I like that. That.
Yeah,
that's really awesome. I was the same way. I was the one that never got invited to the parties and was always looking in the window.
Dude, that's exactly how I was. And I feel that, dude. Outsider feeling, and I think that's why people become filmmakers and artists, because of that feeling. So you kind of try to reflect it, in your art, whatever you may do. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. And what did you like best about the film? Like, is there any scene you like best, or what you like best about making it?
Making that with the people that we made it with, it was a good time, dude. It was really fun. My favorite scene. Basically, is when we're me and the character's name's Cody. He's played by Jackson Dunn, who's in a movie called Brightburn. If you're a horror, you might know what Brightburn is.
Yeah, definitely.
So he was the lead in that movie with me. He played Cody, and he's telling me on this park bench that, like, dude, you're just becoming an older version of this guy called Brett in the movie. And Brett's kind of like he's a drug dealing guy, 24 years old, hanging out with like 16, 17-year-olds, and he's like, you're just becoming him, dude. Like, you need to watch out. And it's kind of a big reflection moment. And that was it was a really impactful moment in the movie. And I felt that was my favorite. That's my favorite one, really.
Okay.
But yeah, no. But if you have you seen Brightburn before? That movie?
Oh yeah, of course.
So you might have recognized that kid's in the short film that we did when the bell rings.
Okay,
Um,
nice. Yeah,
yeah.
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 Sweet,
He's
sweet.
like way older looking now too, because he's gotten so much older. But he's an awesome guy. Jackson's cool.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And I always ask guests when I have them on, when you were doing the film, like, was there any funny or cool behind the scenes stories that happened while you were filming?
Oh man, dude, doing that was no. There's so hard to pick one because it was during COVID and we were shooting in San Diego and that's where we're from, and we had a lot of really dynamic personalities.
Mhm.
I think, gosh, there's so many good ones. Um, I just like ate shit in so many takes. I think that's like the best part. Because here's the thing: I was supposed to skate. My character is on a bike in this movie, dude. Everyone skates in it, and I was supposed to play another character in it. And the
Okay.
whole reason why he drives a bike in it is because I can't fucking skate. So so that's why we wrote like, okay, he's on a bike. That'd be funny because he doesn't have a license, so it's something to roast him about. So it kind of worked, and I thought that was fun. But I think it was just the fact that I kept eating shit on the bike when we filmed it,
Yeah.
and like I couldn't keep up with them because they're on a skateboard, I'm on a bike, and it worked with the character. But dude, it was just me just falling a lot.
Oh my God.
That's what it's got to be. But it was a great group of people to work with.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you like doing for fun when you're not involved with writing scripts or auditioning
Yeah.
for films? Like, what do you like doing for fun?
I love working out. I'm a big workout guy. I love staying in shape. It's my biggest passion as in the past year. I work out 6 days a week. I've been actively trying to gain more weight, kind of get more ripped. Like just it's like what I like to do. It's fun, releases stress,
Mhm.
and just seeing improvement little by little is a big thing. And yeah, playing basketball. I'm a huge basketball guy. I used to play, so I'm always playing pickup basketball with the boys. At the local 24-hour fitness, putting up some shots.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay, so
yeah,
it's open
yeah,
24/7.
yeah. My goal is if I can get it, I want to be in the celebrity all-star game one day. Like
Dude, oh
that would be
yeah.
so, dude, that would be so cool, bro. And hit some threes in a celebrity all-star game. That would be the highest level I ever hit in basketball. So that's the real reason why I'm doing this, is so I can be in the celebrity all-star game. Once I get that, Rocco, I'm out, bro. I'm out. It's after that, it's done. I don't care what I'm getting. Celebrity all-star game and I walk.
Okay, okay, there you go. So like that's your goal, like at your main goal, right?
Not really, not seriously, but no, yeah, it's a goal, but it's like it's like a side quest in the main storyline.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
my side quest. I got
Okay,
my side quest goals. But yeah,
nice.
amongst many.
And do you do like the diets and stuff? Like, you watch what you eat and
I mean, I'm 20. I have a great metabolism, so I
oh,
can
okay.
I can kind of eat. I do eat really bad food a lot, but I eat a lot of calories. So my thing is like calories. I just calorie count, make sure I'm hitting 3,500 a day. That's what I have to hit in order to gain the weight per week.
Well, yeah.
So I'm eating foods with a lot of fat in them. I'm kind of killing my heart, but we're gonna get there. It's for the gains, dude. It's for the gains, and then I'm done. But yeah, no, a lot of chicken and rice. I'm just gonna say that
Yes.
it's a lot of chicken and rice. Yeah,
That's usually like the thing that everyone does. Like when you're heavily involved with like weight training and like running or sports, like the main thing that the people say to eat is chicken and rice.
it's super cheap, and
Yeah.
you can make a lot of it in a lot of different ways. So
Yeah, exactly.
and you can make it good. Depends on the dish you want to make, but it's the go-to.
Okay, there you go. Nice.
Yeah.
And what kind of songs do you like listening to? Like, what kind of music is on your playlist?
You got all the questions here. I love it. My favorite. Oh, I'm all over the place, dude. I'm going from like early 2000s Gaga to like Little Uzi Vert. Like
All right,
there is
okay,
no consistency to
okay.
what I listen to. All my friends make so much fun of me on what I listen to because it doesn't make sense. There's no consistency. Like, I mean, my favorite artists, I gotta say, I like Frank Ocean a lot.
Mhm.
He's great. I love a lot of house music. I love house and club. Just
Yes.
just all that stuff. I love house. Swedish House Mafia, classic. David Guetta. I
Yeah.
can keep going. Tiesto. Like, just I like if I'm in a mood to do stuff productively, I'm listening to house. If I'm at a party, whatever, it's Kanye, it's Uzi, it's Playboy Cardi, the
Oh,
rap. It's dependent on mood. But yeah, to
awesome.
answer your question, it's mostly house music nowadays. That's what I'm listening to.
Well, house music is really good. Like when it really gets you going. Like when you hear the beat, you just want to like run around and scream.
I'm sitting there like on an Excel doc doing like finance stuff or whatever. I'm just pounding it out, getting way too lit for a finance document, getting way too lit for a script. I gotta switch it up. Like I'll be writing a love scene or something right in the script, and I got Tiesto going in my room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He should not be going when I'm writing a love scene.
No, no, that doesn't go together.
No, no. But you know what? It's how I work. It's how everyone works differently. So the process, man.
Nice. And what would be your go-to song to do if you were karaoke, if you were doing it?
Oh my gosh, California Girls.
Yeah, really?
Katy Perry. Yep.
Okay, okay.
Or Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. Katy Perry and Lady Gaga are my karaoke go-tos because everyone loves them if they want to admit it or not, and it
Yeah,
always slaps, especially when people are drinking and stuff in the crowd. Like it works.
that's true. Like, but if you were singing Katy Perry, like I kissed a girl and I liked it, it
And I
wouldn't
liked
fit
it.
because
Great lyric.
but like for a guy singing that, it wouldn't go well because it's all about her as a woman, like kissing another girl, and she liked it.
It's even funnier when the guy's up there singing it with me. It's even funnier. It gets better. So
You're right. That's true. That's true. um, what? Oh man, that was funny. I like that.
I'm happy making you laugh. It's an enjoyable. We gotta make it an enjoyable experience here.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And what about gaming? Are you a guy that's into video games at all? Like, are you a gamer?
Brother. Before this call, I was mopping the floors on 2K, bro. I am a huge basketball 2K. I love Red Dead Redemption. I've been playing that so much recently. Great game. I was huge into a game called Skyrim.
Yes, yes, of
Skyrim,
course.
Skyrim is fire. Also, I play Magic the Gathering mobile.
Yeah.
I'm a huge wizard nerd guy.
There you
Like,
go. That's great though.
Yeah. I don't tell anyone that though. You're getting the scoop, dude. Like people are gonna be like, yo, you have Magic the Gathering mobile on your phone? I'm gonna be like, yeah, I do.
So now if once I post this, if your friends go and watch it, they'll be like, dude, you're Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, bro. They're gonna I might lose all friends after this. I was coming into this interview with that expectation. I always do it. It's all right.
Okay, there you go.
You got the green light from me.
Okay. And what about apps? Like what is your app you like using the most? Is it TikTok, Snap?
Man, I hate to admit it. I used to be a TikTok hater, and
Okay.
now I'm all over TikTok. On it, I used to just post and never really watch. Now I'm the opposite. I'm watching too much now. I got to slow it down. My intake is overconsumption. Needs to slow down because you can just keep going, dude.
I know.
Like, it don't
I know. It's
stop.
very addictive.
It's very.
addictive.
You gotta I have a notification that stops me after like 5 minutes. So I know I'm like, okay, it's time to put it down.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you don't stop, like you'll just keep on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Next thing you know, it's like 2 hours later,
Dude, it's
and
a
you're like,
dark
"What
hole.
the fuck? Like, really?"
Yeah, it's a dark hole. That Instagram, you can go on Instagram dark holes just as easy. Like I'm sure you know because you manage a social media account for
Yeah,
for a show. You can
yeah,
just keep going deeper. This person
exactly.
now, next thing you know, you're looking at someone's ex-wife's girlfriend's husband who's posting something for their 18th birthday. That's like, bro, I don't care, Doug.
I know, right? Exactly.
And it all started on like a football page. It's like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But
Um, and what about television shows? Do you binge watch anything?
I've been binging Entourage a lot right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
It's a great show. I think every person getting into entertainment has to watch that show. It's a classic. It's hilarious. Have you seen it?
I still never seen that yet.
Oh, dude, it's so good, man. It's so
Okay,
good.
okay, okay.
I can talk about it for hours, but I love it. It's older. I mean, it ran from like I think 2004 to 2011 or 12. So it's been off air for a while. There was a movie made about it. There's an Entourage movie, which is really funny.
Oh,
But dude, it's LA in a nutshell. And the stereotypes are like spot on. So like I love it. But that's been the main thing I've been watching recently. But yeah.
awesome, awesome. And do you have anything coming up that you would like to plug? Like anything you're working on, a show that might be
Right
coming out?
now, everything I've been working on, I'm kind of keeping on DL for like projects that I'm kind of pitching. I have a lot of scripts that I'm kind of working with a lot of people on, pitching to. So I don't want to make it super public on like
Well,
what
yeah,
I'm doing
exactly.
now. But yeah, I'm working with a great person. I'm an assistant to a producer named Zach Weinstein who did Mainstream with Andrew Garfield.
Oh,
Did,
really?
did he executive producer of Becky, and yeah, we're gonna do a movie called 5 Pounds of Pressure with Luke Evans.
Nice.
And it shoots in London, but I can't say that much. That's all I got. That's all I can say.
Yeah, yeah,
That's all
yeah.
I can say. But I'm super
Okay.
excited to be working on all that different stuff.
Oh man, that is really awesome.
But
Nice.
hopefully next time we reconnect, I got some more things to fill you in on
Oh,
on
definitely.
on
Yes.
projects. But yeah,
Awesome. And where can fans find you at? Like, what's your socials and
Lucas
website? And
Lucas J Roland on Instagram is basically my main one. That's I don't TikTok I don't use. I just kind of have it to watch things on.
oh yeah,
Keep it low key. Instagram Lucas J Roland. That's it. Stay tuned on that. That's my main go-to for information.
sweet. Okay. Well, bro, like it was really fun talking to you. Thanks for taking the time out to
Yeah,
do
dude.
the
Of
show.
course, it was a long time coming, dude. I wanted to
Yeah,
get on. I wanted to go on the show. You have a lot of good guests on here. You have a great
thank you.
personality. Great
Thank you. I
show, and
appreciate
it's
that.
growing, dude. It's growing a lot. A lot of viewers. I see it. I was looking at your YouTube before, and it's like by the month, you're getting a lot more traction. So, dude, keep up the good work on the show as well. And hopefully, in a couple months, I got a lot more stuff to talk to you about, and you do as well,
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely would love for you to come back whenever you're allowed to talk about more.
dude. I'll come ASAP to talk about it as soon as things are ready to go. So, thank you so much for having me on the show, my man.
Definitely, buddy. Definitely. Stay in touch, bud.
Of course. All right. Take care.
All right, bye.